Hello, Tom Moran from Tom's Big Spiders, and once again, another rehousing for you. We actually just did a bunch of them. I have the best wife on the planet because Sunday we're sitting there, relaxing, and I said, you know what, let's rehouse a bunch of venomous tarantulas. And she's like, okay, and she does the camera. I do the actual rehousing, and she is amazing. I don't think she gets enough credit, or I don't give her enough credit in these videos for what she does, because I could not do these videos the way I do without her. Between the camera, between being the extra set of eyes and hands, I can't even go into how important she is to this whole channel. So, with that said, what we're going to do here is Poecilotheria subfusca lowland, or the one that is called Poecilotheria bara. I will discuss that a little bit in the video. As you will see with this one, sometimes things don't go as planned, but the trick is to stay calm. And the good thing about this video is I think you see a couple of the things you want to see with pokies that tend to freak people out. Like, again, if they get out of the enclosure, not a big deal, as long as they're finding a corner and flattening out. If they get out of the enclosure and start circling, that's when you're going to have trouble, and that's what we're trying to prevent. So enough of me talking. Let's get on to the actual video. All right, as you can see by the label, we are about to rehouse a Poecilotheria lowland subfusca, or subfusca, I've heard it pronounced both ways, the ivory ornamental. Now, there's been some confusion about these guys because in the World Spider Catalog, they currently have them listed as a synonym of subfusca. That would be the lowland variety. However, there are people that point out that there are, I believe, morphological differences between the two species, the highland and the lowland, and they believe that the highland species should be the subfusca, and the lowland species should be Poecilotheria bara, or bara. So that's still being debated. Hopefully somebody studies them more closely. I did have somebody email me and ask me what my thought was on it, and unfortunately I cannot find the email to save my life. So if you are listening, I apologize. I did get your email, and to kind of spurn me wanting to do this video. So that's where it's at right now. I'm not arguing either way, but I would like to see a revision, somebody figure it out. But both of them are Sri Lankan species, so they are ones that are protected. You're not basically able to sell these over state lines right now, unfortunately, but you can sell them for, you can give them away as gifts or breeding loans for males or whatnot, but unfortunately they're a little more difficult to get a hold of. So I did grab these before that went into effect, because I love my pokies. So let's see if we can get this one. Actually, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's going to work. That's not going to work. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 you little bum. You just see that? There we go. There we go. No, 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 no. Up, up, up. You want to go up? You want to go up? No, 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 no. You little booger. That was adorable, but it's like so close. All right, we're going to try. This is where it gets a little icky. Right, let's get the big one in here. Now, word right off the bat, the other thing I was going to point out as I cover this up so I'm not a dingus and have it get out, but this is another one where I got that gosh darn fungus and it just exploded. It was just a little spot of it, and I do keep part of these moist when they're slings. And they have, they do a little burrowing, but as you can see, it's just totally exploded. So we're getting her out of here. And I don't want to put her in something similarly sized because she has put on some size in here. So what we're going to do is put her in her juvenile enclosure. She has a lot of dust on it. That's pretty crummy. I'm going to have to wipe that off. All right, here we go. Let the fun begin. And unfortunately, because of that fungi, I can't go ahead and just drop this in the other one. And as we spoke about, I will probably have the ornatas that we rehoused. Those will go up first, but this is kind of what you want to see because they, right now, she's like, you can't see me, I'm invisible. Kind of like the little kids cover their eyes and they pretend like you can't see them. They kind of do the same thing because their camouflage is so good that in most circumstances, she would blend in with a tree beautifully. Now, once they get disturbed, that's when things get a little icky. 5 seconds later, it's on the ceiling. No, 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 no. I really would love to just drop this cork bark right in, but unfortunately I don't want that fungus in here. Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. Let me think here for a minute. She's not, just make sure I'm not going to roll this on her. No. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. And there's the Pokie flattening. Right now she's like, I'm hidden. She's not. We see her. I know, I feel terrible. All right. So now what we're going to try to do is get this over top of her while I slide this out of the way. Like so. Oh, she's adorable. All right, so I'm hoping, folks, because I got another comment the other day about it wasn't as bad as I had one, like, how can you keep those things? They're terrible, they're demons, they're aggressive. It really irritates me because they are not. I've never, knock on wood, never had any issues with them. But somebody was like, you know, you got to be really careful with those. They're going to run out, they get defensive. This is basically what I normally get. If she had thrown up a threat posture or started bolting, we would have put the cover back on. Billy and I actually joked about it before that if any of these guys threat postured or bolted, I was going to say, this is how you deal with a spider that's freaking out. We're just going to put the cover back on, put it away, and do a different one. But this is normally what I get. They don't want to fight. They want to hide. They will do everything they can to not fight. Is that to say some of them might not throw up some might throw up a threat posture? I'm sure it happens. I'd be foolish to think it doesn't, but I don't think it's common. There you go. All right, no. Why are you being so difficult? All right, we're gonna do the old get her up here trick.
Wow.
For crying out loud.
Oh, me boy.
Fun. All right, you ready?
Ready for what?
Divorce? No. Ready for this. Yeah. All right, there we go. Now she's up top. So again, the idea, stay calm as I hide my gnarly thumbs. I have bad anxiety, so I just chew on all my fingers. And the worst part is we're doing these close-ups, and all people can see is my bloody nubbins.
Nobody can see the thumb. I got it close up. So
there we go.
Nobody can see the thumb.
There it is.
Nope. Oh.
There it is. No, I can't keep my thumb out of it. All right, we're gonna move and try to get her out of here and into her new enclosure, which has Biodude substrate, leaf litter, just because I like the way it looks. No plants in this one. I'm not going to bother doing bioactives with juveniles because she's going to be out of this in probably a year, maybe less. I did use the cork bark tubes, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking about this time is what's going to be really easy is when I do put her in her adult enclosure, I'm probably just going to be able to pluck this tube out. Hopefully she'll be in there, drop her right in, and we don't have to do the Benny Hill thing again. So let's see if I can get her right in there without getting my fingers in the way. Oh, poop. As she runs into my open palm. Run free, little Pokie. Run free. Run free. I said run free. Run free. That's your new home. Come on, it's better than the deli cup. Get right in that tunnel. Good. All right, so she is in. Gorgeous little spider. I love Poecilotheria species. They're just so regal. So what we have here, I'm guessing what she's probably going to do is pull some of that moss up, perhaps even some of the leaf litter. She's going to make a little home in there, web it up. There'll be some dirt curtains around here, and she'll be in there for quite a while. She is a little small. Again, I normally don't put them in containers this large at that size, but it's definitely not going to hurt them. It's Poecilotheria. They're great hunters. She'll come out. She'll find the prey. I don't have any concerns there. She will be getting a water dish. I will keep part of the substrate, a corner of the substrate moist at all times, but I have found once they get older, it doesn't seem to be much of an issue. They don't seem to care either way. And then for an adult enclosure, she'll go into something as my son screams at video games in the background, even though we did just tell him we were going to record. But we'll go ahead and keep part of it moist, and then as adults, she'll go into something probably about 5 to 10 gallon size. We'll see, and most likely bioactive by that point. We'll see how those are going. So there we go, Poecilotheria subfusca, I've heard it pronounced both ways, or species bara, Poecilotheria bara, whatever you want to call it, in her new home, doing well, and I will put notes up about these enclosures, although I think I'm posting this one up after a bunch of other ones I just did, but they're about 2 gallons. I get them off of Amazon. They come in packs of 4, and I think they're like 28 bucks or something, but I like them because they offer that top space where I can go down and work in here. Good size for juvenile arboreals or even some of the juvenile fossorial species. Little bit cloudy, not as clear as the mainstay containers, the gallon mainstays I used to get at Walmart. However, those have those corners that make it very difficult to get arboreal species out of. So there we go, Poecilotheria species. Didn't label it, so I can't show the label, but all done. All right, so again, I've had people come on and go, "Ooh, that didn't go well." Actually, that went very well as far as I'm concerned. My whole goal when transferring the spiders is to keep the spider and myself safe. I don't mind if they get out in those plastic bins. That actually gives me more room to work. Sometimes I strategically let them out into the bins as long as I think I've got them under control and not becoming defensive. If at any point that spider had started to flip or threw up a defensive posture, what we would have done is cup it, probably move it to the side, let it calm down, so then I could work with it later when it actually calmed down a bit. That's, again, been a running joke in our house that if anything, we open something out and they're threat posturing and slapping and defensive, then you know what? I'm putting the cover back on. I'm walking away. We're going to do it later. I'm not going to wrestle with an angry spider. It doesn't make sense for me or the animal. So again, thanks so much for everybody that watches. I know I do a lot of rehousing videos, but it's a great opportunity to get a look at these spiders. And lately, I've been getting a lot of people coming on saying they've been freaking out about doing rehousings, saw one of my videos or several of my rehousing videos, and it gave them kind of the courage and the confidence to go on and rehouse these things without issue. That makes my day because I know I do a lot of these. It's kind of probably about 80% of my actual channel is rehousing videos, but I like being able to show people they don't have to be defensive, they don't have to be angry, and you can deal with them in a way calmly that makes it easier for you and the spider. So that's enough of me talking. That's enough of this video. If you liked it and you've never seen any of my videos before, I encourage you to pick some more in here. And then if you liked it enough, you want to subscribe, very much appreciate it. There's a circle right up there. It's going to have my logo in it. As always, love getting comments. I answer every single one of them. And if I don't answer your comment, it might have went in the bulk or whatever that's called over there, the garbage. Let me know. I will make sure I get right on it. Catch you guys all next time.